Hi, welcome to Finance at Sama Fertility. We know that understanding the financial side of this fertility treatment is just as important as the medical process. While we don't accept insurance, we pride ourselves in being fully transparent so you'll always know exactly what to expect, with no surprises. In this video, we will review a full breakdown of the treatment. We hope this helps and you understand and prepare for the next step of the process. Always feel free to book a call or reach out to us if there are any questions. Let's get started. We will be reviewing the embryology services here at Sama Fertility. This is if you'll be using donor eggs that are frozen, or if you will be moving your frozen eggs into our clinic for us to start fertilization on them for the next step of the process. Along with this video and the breakdown of the costs that are being displayed on the screen, you will also receive consents as well as the invoice. Let's talk about the consents. The consents review the process of fertilization and what happens at our clinic. It'll also include a section that has the disposition of embryos. God forbid something were to happen to one partner, the other partner is in charge, or God forbid something were to happen to both of you, or you individually, what would you like us to do with the embryos? You have the ability to discard them. You have the ability to donate them to science. You also have the ability to will them to a person. Remember, this is a living document. So if you'd like to update this at any time, feel free to reach out to us. We will send you a brand new form, have you fill it out, and have you use that moving forward. The final form will be the test requisition for the PGTA genetic testing for the embryos. We will only be using that once the embryos are created, but we ask for it to be signed in advance so we're ready to start the process whenever the embryos are ready. The invoice process will involve an email that is sent to you along with the link. You can click on that link, which will open into a browser. You have the ability to pay with ACH, bank transfer, or a credit card. If for any reason the link or the email itself is inaccessible, feel free to reach out. We'd be more than happy to help. Now let's talk about the breakdown. Using frozen eggs, our embryo creation process costs $7,900. It includes the thawing of the egg, the ICSI for the sperm, the embryo culturing, and the cryopreservation of the process. It does not include the frozen embryo transfer cycle. The cost of the cycle is for a single source of egg and a single source of sperm. Multiple sources will be charged as individual treatments. We charge $1,000 for embryo biopsy, which includes up to 6 embryos, and $1,000 for PGTA, up to 6 embryos. Anything over 6 will be charged $300 for the biopsy and $300 for the PGTA. Unless we're told in writing earlier to the start, we will biopsy all the embryos created, and we will PGTA test all the embryos that we are sending for testing. Please let us know prior to the retrieval or prior to the transfer if you'd like us to change this. Again, the embryo creation process from frozen eggs is $7,900. It includes the thawing of the egg, the ICSI for the sperm, and the embryo culturing. It also includes the embryo cryopreservation. It does not include the frozen embryo transfer cycle, and this is for a single source of gamete, which means one source of egg and one source of sperm. Multiple sources will be charged as individual treatments. Embryo biopsies are $1,000 and it includes up to 6 embryos maximum. PGTA is $1,000 and it also includes 6 embryos maximum. Anything over 6 will be charged $300 per embryo, and we will biopsy and test all the embryos unless told to us in writing prior to the fertilization. We do also include the transfer cycle cost in this addendum. The frozen embryo transfer cycle is $6,600. It includes all the monitoring, so all the blood work and the ultrasounds for the frozen embryo transfer, all the clinical care consults, as well as the care management, the thawing of the embryo, and the transfer procedure itself. It also includes the first pregnancy test, blood work test, after the transfer. Any subsequent cycle with us is $6,100 and it includes everything listed above. Again, our frozen embryo transfer cycle is $6,600. It includes all the blood work, all the ultrasounds, all the care management and the consults, the thawing of the embryo, the actual transfer procedure, and the first pregnancy blood test. Our frozen embryo transfer medication package is $900. It includes all the standard embryo transfer medication up until, again, that first pregnancy blood test. It does not include any previously prescribed medication, as well as the baby aspirin or the birth control prior to starting the FET cycle. We have a preferred pharmacy vendor that we enjoy working with, as they are great with coordination and overnighting samples for us. However, if you'd like us to use insurance or another preferred pharmacy vendor, please feel free to reach out to us, as we'd be more than happy to coordinate with them instead. Our storage services are $900 per year for all your embryos. We will bill you as soon as we transfer the embryos over to us, unless, of course, you create the embryos with us, in which case we will bill you once we receive the results of the PGTA. We will store all aneuploid, mosaic, and inconclusive PGTA resulted embryos. We do not discard anything unless told otherwise. So if you would like us to discard any of the aneuploid, mosaic, or inconclusively resulted embryos, please let us know, and our clinical team will be more than happy to start the process for you. We also have a 5-year storage plan that is $3,600. Please note that the plan is not prorated, and you should consider the time duration when choosing this option. We have a list of some other services that you may require. If you would like to review any of them, let us know, and our team will be more than happy to review them with you. We also know that life's journeys might take you elsewhere, domestically and internationally. We do charge a processing fee to ship your embryos to another location. That fee includes the processing fee and the coordination fee alone. It does not include the cost of the shipping. This will be to handle the paperwork and the back and forth with the receiving clinic, and we'd be more than happy to walk through this process with you and explain in detail if you have any other questions. Please take your time to review the rest of the package, the rest of the services in this package. We'd be more than happy to hop back on a call with you to review with you if any other questions at all. We really appreciate you wanting to, allowing us to go on this journey with you, and let us know if you have any other questions. Thank you.